At times your baby will cry loud and intensely. He'll be difficult to get through to. There'll be lots of movements and he'll grimace and close his eyes tight. You need to stop what you're doing and try a number of things to soothe him.
We're not liking that, are we? Let's try this way. Let's try that way. How's about that? That's the head's up. That's not working, is it? Heads up. Slowly down. Oh, yes. Oh, you see?
All babies cry. It's their most effective way of communicating. It gradually becomes easier to know what your baby wants, but at first it's difficult and it's very much trial and error. With practice, you work out different ways of soothing.
Oh, is that no good?
Remember, an upset baby is not the end of the world, even though it may feel like it is. And soon, all will be well.
I found learning how to interpret what he needs is just pure trial and error. It's amazing that you don't get an instruction manual with these things, and you know, they're hungry, they're tired, they're cranky.
Babies cry for various reasons. There are the obvious ones like hunger, tiredness or pain, but there's also boredom, loneliness, overstimulation, being too hot or too cold, or even just not liking what's happening. Responding to cries isn't spoiling a baby. Soothing and comforting shows you can be relied on, that he's important and the world is safe. So he'll be calmer and more settled.
I'm feeling better now.
Sometimes a distressed baby simply needs comfort and reassurance. It can be really hard, but try and stay calm. And remember, she isn't crying to punish or reject you. She just has no other way of saying she's not happy.
Because she's had a lot of problems with, winding, and so I usually just walk around with her. Yeah.
Because she's had a colic in it.
Yeah.
So it used to be a bit more harder to settle her down because she had a colic. She wouldn't settle down as quick as a normal baby would. She wanted us to pick her up more, rub her back more, give her a bit more attention.
She was cranky all night, and I said to her, "Colin, it's somewhere new," because obviously she's been wrapped in my belly for 9 months with water, and she's going to be upset about new environments and everything.
For the first few days, he was quite inconsolable at times, and you know, he's doing little sneezes and rubbing his eyes and putting a really big frown on his face and stuff. But he's got a lot better, and he's got a bit easier to sort of console and things.
Keep going.
Just run through the checklist of doing things that you can to try and make him more comfortable.
Keep going.
When she cries or he cries, just nurse her and figure out, put your finger in the mouth, is she hungry? If she sucks on your finger, you know she's hungry. Or check her nappy, check her temperature. But more often than not, if she doesn't need any of that, she just wants loving.
There are several ways to try and soothe your baby. Each baby may prefer a different approach, and that can vary from day to day. First, let your baby know you're there. Let him see and hear you. Talk to him about how he might be feeling.
Crotchety, aren't you, right now? Oh, is your tummy?
Or you can try placing your hand gently on his tummy while talking to him. This helps him feel calmer. If that doesn't work, try holding his hands and arms gently across his body. This helps him feel more in control and held. If your baby's still upset, pick her up and rock her gently and reassure her that all's well. You can try holding her in different positions and can wrap her in a loose sheet. Never use a blanket and be sure to leave arms and hands free. It can be distressing for babies to be uncovered, and wrapping can help them feel more secure.
Okay, let's go to sleep now. Yeah. Let's go to sleep, please. Let's go to sleep, please.
We don't do the dummy. How about putting...
Encourage your baby to suck on his hands to soothe himself, like they did before dummies were created. Scratch mitts will prevent this, so make sure you don't cover hands, and keep nails short to avoid baby scratching herself. If you're not breastfeeding, you can always try a dummy, though a baby can get upset when it falls out. Some parents use a sling to keep their baby close. Others find a trip in a pushchair or car works. But try not to use these as a first resort, as this will reduce your baby's chances of learning to soothe himself. Whatever you try, make sure you give your baby time to respond. Changes can be unsettling for a newborn. Long periods of distress could mean your baby is sick or in pain, so you then need to call for advice from your midwife, health visitor or doctor. If you feel like you really can't cope with prolonged crying, then put your baby in a safe place, like her crib or baby seat, and walk away, staying within earshot. But don't leave him for longer than 5 minutes, so he doesn't think you've gone forever.
There we go.
The other thing we did one night so far is when we actually couldn't shut him up and we'd done everything we could. We strapped him into his car seat, put him in here and had our tea for 10 minutes and then came back. Because we knew he was safe in his car seat. We knew we tried everything to shut him up. We couldn't do. So whatever it was, we couldn't fix straight away. We wouldn't have left him there for ages because I'd prefer him crying in my arms than crying on his own. But equally, you do need 5 minutes out.
Family, friends and medical experts can help you through this difficult time. And don't be too proud or embarrassed to ask for advice. Remember, your baby needs you fit and healthy to take care of him.
It's such a big responsibility. I mean, sometimes I feel as though, somebody could help me and like my mum could just take over. But then I'm too worried. It's better for me if she's in front of my face and I know she's safe.